Everyone told you that you're too sensitive, that you feel too much, that this world will break you if you don't harden yourself. But what if the truth is the opposite? What if your sensitivity is not a flaw, but a spiritual advantage the world was never taught to understand? Some of the most powerful souls on this planet are not loud, aggressive, or dominant. They are quiet. They feel deeply, and they sense things others miss. If crowds drain you, if harsh words echo in your heart long after they're spoken, if you feel emotions that others seem blind to, this message found you for a reason. Paramahansa Yogananda revealed that sensitivity is the signature of a spiritually refined soul. And if you stay with me till the end, you may never see yourself the same way again. Before we go deeper, if content like this nourishes your soul, subscribe to Divya Antar, comment where you're watching from, and share this video with someone who has been told they're too sensitive. Let's allow this truth to reach the hearts that need it. Now listen, not just with your ears, but with your awareness. Sensitivity is not weakness. It is heightened perception. Sensitive people do not merely live in the world. They feel it. They sense emotional shifts before words are spoken. They notice tension others ignore. They feel joy, pain, beauty, and sorrow with an intensity that cannot be switched off. Yogananda taught that as consciousness evolves, it becomes more refined, and refinement brings sensitivity. Insensitive minds survive by numbing themselves. Sensitive souls live by staying open. That openness is the doorway to spiritual power. The reason sensitive people suffer more is not because they are fragile, but because their nervous systems are finely tuned instruments. A finely tuned instrument feels every vibration. It produces deeper music, but it must be handled with care. Likewise, sensitive souls register energies that others pass through untouched. They are affected by environments, by tone, by intention. This makes life harder, but awareness greater. The world rewards toughness, but spirituality rewards truth. Yogananda explained that sensitive souls often incarnate with a deeper mission: to heal, to uplift, to bring consciousness into unconscious spaces. Such souls are not meant to dominate the world. They are meant to soften it. Sensitive people feel pain, not only their own, but the pain of others. They carry emotional weight they never asked for. And yet, through this sensitivity, they develop compassion that heals, empathy that transforms, and silence that comforts. The world often misunderstands them. They are told to toughen up, to stop caring, to stop feeling. But a heart that stops feeling also stops awakening. Yogananda reminded seekers that the soul does not evolve by becoming harder. It evolves by becoming clearer. Sensitivity is the soul's antenna. It picks up intuition, inner guidance, and subtle warnings before danger appears. This is why sensitive people often just know things. They sense when something is wrong. They feel misalignment before logic can explain it. That knowing is not imagination. It is perception beyond the five senses. Sensitive people are often natural meditators, even without formal practice. They reflect deeply. They question existence. They seek meaning beyond surface success. Material achievement alone never satisfies them, because their hunger is spiritual. Yogananda taught that spiritual power is quiet. It does not announce itself. It stabilizes from within. A sensitive person may appear gentle, but within them exists immense resilience. They feel pain fully, and still choose compassion. They experience betrayal, and still choose integrity. They break, and still rebuild without bitterness. That is strength few possess. One of the greatest myths is that sensitive people cannot handle adversity. In truth, they feel adversity more intensely, and therefore transform through it more deeply. Pain shapes them into wisdom. Loss softens them into humility. Disappointment strips away illusion. What remains is clarity. Sensitive people often need solitude, not because they dislike people, but because they absorb energy unconsciously. Silence restores them. Nature grounds them. Stillness heals them. Yogananda encouraged sensitive souls to protect their energy consciously. not by building walls, but by cultivating awareness. Sensitivity becomes suffering only when it lacks grounding. When paired with self-knowledge, sensitivity becomes spiritual authority. A grounded, sensitive person cannot be easily manipulated. They feel false intentions immediately. They sense emotional imbalance. They know when something is not aligned. This is why sensitive people are often guided away from harmful relationships and environments, sometimes through discomfort, sometimes through sudden endings. What feels like rejection is often protection. If you're sensitive, your task is not to become less sensitive, but more conscious, to learn discernment, to honor your limits, to choose spaces that nourish your spirit. Yogananda taught that God communicates most clearly through refined awareness. Sensitive people receive guidance sooner, through intuition, dreams, sudden clarity. They may struggle early in life, but they mature quickly. Life teaches them lessons others avoid for decades. Their power is not aggression. It is alignment. Alignment between thought, feeling, and truth. Sensitive souls are here to feel the world deeply, without becoming hardened by it. That is sacred work. If you've ever felt out of place, it may be because you were not meant to fit in, but to feel in. Your sensitivity is not a defect. It is a responsibility. A responsibility to care, to heal, to remain human in an increasingly numb world. Do not dim yourself to survive. Learn to ground yourself to thrive. Sensitive people are often highly intuitive, and their insights can protect themselves and others from subtle harm. They're aware of energies invisible to most. They see through deception. They sense danger before it arrives. This is a spiritual gift that comes with practice and presence. Every experience, every deep feeling, is a tool for their soul to grow, for their heart to expand, for their consciousness to awaken. Those who respect their sensitivity become guides, healers, teachers, and lights in the world. Those who ignore it often suffer, because sensitivity unacknowledged turns into overwhelm. The difference is awareness. To be sensitive and powerful, one must learn boundaries. One must learn to protect the energy without shutting down the heart. Yogananda said that divine love flows more easily through open, receptive hearts. Those who fear their sensitivity block that flow. Those who honor it channel the universe. If you have ever been told to toughen up, remember, your depth is your strength. Your empathy is your power. Your heart is your compass. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to Divya Antar. Comment what part touched you most. Share this video with someone who has been told they feel too much. They may be more powerful than they realize. And so are you.